Hi fellow Blue Demons, my name is Helma Wardenaar and I'm a proud DePaul University School of Education alum. I graduated in 2008 with a dual certification in general and special education. As you know, COVID-19 has affected all of us, and I commend my fellow teachers who switched gears in March 2020 when they were suddenly asked to teach remotely. Most of us, including myself, had never done that before, and we were all on a steep learning curve. Now that we are preparing for the new school year, we see that some schools will continue teaching remotely and others will implement a hybrid model. But we want you to be successful, and therefore I'm going to give you 7 tips to be more successful teaching remotely. Tip number 1. Make sure to meet the basic needs of your students. Your students should be safe, have access to food and shelter, and have a sense of belonging. So you may want to call their parents or email, send a postcard with a handwritten note on it, or drive by their house and see if there's anything that they need. Some of our students may not have had access to food on a regular basis in the last couple of months. Connect with your school administrators to check if there are extra iPads, laptops, or computers that you can give to your students for the time of remote teaching so that they can connect with you. And to establish a sense of community, a sense of belonging, you want to invite them to daily or weekly group meetings. Sometimes those meetings are used for chatting off topic, just like you would do in the normal situation, face to face. Or you want to make a TikTok video together, design GIFs, or just connect with each other. Tip number 2. I thought I was tech savvy. I knew about Google Classroom. I even assigned through it before the summer break. But I used my time this summer break to get more tech savvy. I watched many YouTube tutorials. I read blogs. I practiced myself. And now I feel very confident with Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, breakout rooms. Practice it, because if you want to use it with your students, you should have it done a few times so that you can teach it efficiently to your students. Tip number 3, make sure to have a plan. Successful remote or hybrid learning can happen, but it takes planning, communication, and collaboration. So make a plan that outlines synchronous and asynchronous learning. Communicate this with your coworkers, teacher assistants, paraprofessionals, and school administrators. Some students really struggle to learn when there are all kinds of different formats. So as a team of teachers, make uniformity with the plan. Determine whether you use Google Classroom only or if you will use slides or Blackboard. But your lessons should always be scaffolded, visually attractive, and accessible to all students. Be sure to reach out to those diverse learners that may not be able to read easily. Help them with accommodations and modifications. Tip number 4, make a plan with your students. Remote learning will require executive functioning skills, and that does not come naturally to all students. Therefore, teach your students how to make a plan, how to make a schedule, use a planner, and how to set an alarm so that they can stick to those due dates. You can do this by making YouTube tutorials that you can send to your students or show them how to make an outline or a checklist. Some of your students may not have the material that they need for class. You can make an Amazon wish list and ask your friends to donate, or try to gather something that you find in the back of your closet so that you can help your students be successful. Tip number 5, motivate your students. You can motivate your students by setting goals, because goals are going to be a crucial component to remote learning. A goal that you can have for the entire class are actually just some basic expectations. To show up on time, mute your microphone, use polite words when interacting online. But you can also set individual goals, especially for the diverse learners who may learn at a different pace than their peers. Those individual goals can then be tracked, and you can celebrate that by giving awards. Sometimes an award can be as simple as positive phrase, positive feedback, class recognition, a funny video that you make for the students, or when you promise them to make a TikTok video when they complete something. I promise you, your students will love it when you act sometimes a little bit crazy. Tip number 6. My 6th tip is about the diverse learners. Please read the IEPs and implement the IEPs to the greatest extent possible. Keep differentiating your lessons because the students are part of your community and they want to be included in all classroom activities, but they do need a little bit extra support. So connect and collaborate with the diverse learner teacher so that you two can discuss accommodations, modifications, data tracking, IEP goals, extended time, all those good things that are described in an IEP. It's so important. The parents of your diverse learners are going to be a strong partner. They are the ones that are at home with their kids, and they are the ones that can help you with implementation of the IEP accommodations and modifications. Communication is key. And last but not least, tip number 7. Accept that this is all new to us. Nobody is perfect. Even though we had some time to prepare ourselves for the new school year, you still need to regularly assess your plan, reevaluate your plan, and as needed, redesign it. Ask help from your coworkers. Ask for guidance from your school admins. We're here as a team, and we should always support each other. We're here for our students, and we want to make sure that they know we are there for them and they are part of our community. Keep smiling, keep laughing, keep trying, and keep caring. Thanks.